Welcome everybody, this is your boy C Sam's and this is That Comic Show. And guess what we're going to talk about today? Justice League. You could probably tell I don't got my peoples with me. My homeboys haven't seen the movie yet. Well, one of them haven't seen the movie yet. A couple of them have, but you know, they got other things to do. They're busy. They're busy people. They don't have time. It's okay. I'm going to have them here next time so that they can tell you from their own mouths what they thought about the movie that just dropped this weekend. But since I'm here, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you what I thought about the movie. And just so that it's not boring, I'm going to have two special guests. Two guys that you probably never met before. And I don't know how we're going to rock this, but we're going to rock it. So, once again, it's your boy C Sam's, and this is That Comic Show. We're talking about Justice League. Yeah. Justice League.
Come together right now over me.
So like I said, man, I'm here by myself today. I'm rolling solo, but I got two special guests who's going to join me right now. You've never seen them before, but you're going to meet them today. What's up, bruh? Introduce yourself to the people.
What's up, everybody, man? My name is John Gangsta C. You already know who I'm in. I'm in the building. I'm in the place. I wreck the place. I'm in your face, right here, real clear. You already know what I'm about to do. I'm about to tear this movie down. I'm about to tear it apart. I'm about to...
All right, man. All right, we get it. We get it. This guy's a talker. This is going to be interesting.
Does this?
Who you?
Yo, man, my name is Zam's Club, and I'm not even about all that talking. Serious.
I like this guy.
To it.
Nice and subtle. So, like I said, we're going to talk about Justice League. Of course, we got to give you our pros, our cons, you know, overall reaction to the movie, some speculations, and lastly, the rank. Oh, man. This movie was a doozy. Marvel is a movie franchise that knows what they're doing. And DC, as much as I love DC Comics, as much as I love the DC Universe and all the characters that come with that, the DCEU as a cinematic universe has been stumbling a little bit, trying to get their footing, trying to give some great blockbuster movies to remember in a good way. Unfortunately, they don't seem to be doing that quite often. But it's all good. It's okay. We have a universe to develop. We have a universe to look at. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So, once again, I got the fellas here. Let's talk about the pros. All right.
Yeah,
You go first.
Bet. Listen, man. Alright, so pro real quick. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of pros. Nah, there was a real good pro. I love how they started the movie off. You jump right into the action. They didn't waste no time. They didn't make no explanations, nothing. And then he had a little bit of things about Steppenwolf and stuff like that. You really don't know what he's about, where he's from, who he works for, but
I can see that.
there, right? So, you know, it's all good. I think it's pretty good. They could have done a little bit better, but we're not going to talk about that stuff right now. We're just focusing on the pros. So, like I said, the pros. It was cool. It was cool. The movie was cool. The designs were pretty cool. I liked it. It was alright. You know, it wasn't anything to shoot about or to talk about or anything like that. But you know, it was alright. It was cool.
All right. So,
Go ahead.
some pros.
This guy's rude, yo. Cutting me off.
I thought the movie did a good job in what they were trying to convey. It was really by the numbers and the style that it had. A lot of Zack Snyder influence, as always. You can see a little bit of Joss Whedon, what he put in there, what he interjected. I liked how he did that. I liked how he tried to throw little elements in there. You know, I thought they did good as far as visually. I thought it was a very visual movie. It was really good. Barring some CGI moments, I thought it was pretty good as far as the visual is concerned. Yeah, man, I really don't want to go into the con territory because, you know, I had a couple of big major cons. A pro, well, oh man, we didn't even mention it. Where's the spoil? There it is. Spoiler alert. We're going to get into some spoilers. So brace yourself, all right? Superman. Superman comes back in this movie. Now, Superman's reveal is a pro and a con. It's a pro because of the way that he emerged after he got out of the cradle, how he emerged and everything like that. I thought that was brilliant and made sense. He didn't have any recollection of who anybody was because he doesn't know who anybody is. His mind is really juttered. He's always a combative person. He doesn't talk as the traditional Superman would. He just kind of attacks. He just does his thing. So it made sense to me that he wouldn't know anybody because he doesn't know everybody. There was some scenes in that fight which was really cool. Basically, you know, my man Supes was holding back the Justice League. He was actually fighting all of them at once, and then he was looking at Flash. And the time he was looking at Flash, it just showed that even though Flash was running super fast, Superman is just as fast, which, you know, I guess that's cool. That was a pretty cool effect. You know, Ben Affleck as Batman, I think he didn't bring much to the character. He just kind of, you know, continued the role. Diana Prince, Gal Gadot as
Smoking hot.
as Wonder Woman, you know, she fits the role. She fits the role. She brought nothing spectacular to the movie. She just fits the role. Jason Momoa as Aquaman, I thought he shined in certain parts and he was very dim in other parts. But he shined for the most part. Let's see, Ray Fisher as Cyborg. Fellas, come on. I was enjoying him as a character. He was very compelling. He did a great job in trying to bring in a reality to the effect that he's a cyborg, yet still he has all these human traits. I thought that was pretty well done. I thought they did a great job with that. And that's it. And that's it. That's the as far as characters are concerned, those were my pros. You know, there were some great parts in the movie where we saw some great characters. We saw finally a Green Lantern. We saw it look like the original Shazam. So we saw these great characters finally in a flashback. So we're not getting into con territory just yet. But overall, you know, that was my whole thing to the movie. Oh, another pro. Oh man. Yo, bro, can you hand me that? Oh, you're not going to?
Come on, man, hand it to him.
All right.
Hey, yo. Let's go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna show you this pro a little bit later on because my man's over here. I don't know. He weird, so he ain't trying to hand me over something. But AMC hooked us up with a banging comic book. So guess what I have to add to my collection? A new comic book. And this is a Justice League comic book. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. You know, it was pretty cool. It's cool of them to do that. I guess that was really it for me. That was all the pros I really had. So what's up, man? What you have?
Yo, man, I can't believe you guys didn't even mention it, man. Commissioner Gordon. I thought that was a pro. Didn't see a lot of them.
We're dealing
Sure
with
saw a lot of
pros.
them, but that was okay.
I like this guy. He thinks
Yeah,
like
that's-
me. What's
that's a pro.
pros? There was only a few.
With this guy.
This guy listens to stuff.
What's the name? My man, Alfred. Alfred was doing his thing, man. I loved Alfred, man. Alfred is a cool cat. I love him, yo. He's a real good character. I think probably one of the best characters right now. Alfred, Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons. He knows exactly what to do. He knows his thing. I thought the movie was pretty good. I mean,
Okay.
it could have been better. It was all right. You know, nothing crazy.
Real sorry about this one, guys. Time for the cons. All right, let me kick this one off, man. My first con, I mentioned it, Superman. The way they brought back Superman was a huge con for me. They brought him back in the same pool that Lex brought Zod back. Why hasn't anybody moved this already? How come these things aren't cornered off? It was easy for them to get in. I get it. Cyborg knows how to hack. I understand. But what about the team? What was the whole point of them disguising themselves to get in if the entire team was already there? All right, if they're in the back of the truck, that's kind of lame to me. I don't get it. But it is what it is. And they just took up his body and just dumped him in there. And there was some convoluted, the mother box has to hit the water at a certain speed. Why would the mother box be even interactive with Kryptonian technology? It just seems too odd and convenient. I get movies are convenient for those reasons, but this was just, man, it was like you did the Superman death, you had him killed by Doomsday, you did all this stuff. Why don't you just let him come back with the black suit and the mullet? Maybe that would have been cheesy, but guess what? That would have said to me that you guys are sticking to the program that you designed and that you're following. This movie right here, I'm so sorry, people, and I don't know if these two guys are going to agree with me, but it was a complete cop-out. They copped out everything that they did in BVS. All of that stuff that they did in BVS was complete cop-out. And it's sad because, yo, y'all should have stick to what y'all was doing. It's very clear that you guys had no idea what you was doing with BVS. And you just decided to throw BVS together, and the diehard DC fans, they're going to eat it up and gobble it up and defend it with their lives. I get it. That's cool. That's your thing. But the movie it didn't make any sense. On top of that, y'all chose not to follow what y'all did. Y'all chose to do something different in Justice League. A lot of stuff that happened in BVS was never addressed in Justice League. For example, you don't want me to take?
Can I?
You go ahead and take it.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Yo, first of all, this guy talks too much. Anyway, listen. Some of the stuff.
Thank you, Clark Kent.
You hear this dude?
Go ahead, man.
I didn't even say Clark Kent. Yo, Clark Kent. Why was Clark Kent back? If they killed off Clark Kent, why is he back? Why is he walking around like nothing is going on? It was weird, man. I didn't get it. I didn't want to get it. They should have made it. They should have made it make sense, and they didn't make it make sense. They did a straight cop out. I didn't like it.
Exactly.
I didn't like it. They should have did better. I knew they could have did better, but you know what? It is what it is, man. This is what we got, man. This is what we have to deal with. This is what we gotta live with, man.
Yo, let me take it
Go
from
ahead.
here, man. Listen, exactly my point. If Clark Kent died in BVS, you had a eulogy, you had an obituary, then you had a public funeral. How on earth is he walking around and nobody's asking any questions? Nobody's saying, oh, well, it's clear he's Superman because he's alive. He's clearly walking around in Smallville. He's in Metropolis. He's walking around with little to no disguises or anything like that. It was like, what? Did you forget everything that you guys set up? And back to the part that I was talking about with Superman looking at Flash. I thought that what they would have done was to show Flash looking at Superman, and then somehow he sped up even faster to try to get him because he realized he could see him. And once he sped up faster, he went back in time, and that's when he saw Bruce, to warn Bruce to look for Lois and look for the team. That's what I thought. That's what I thought Flash was going to do. But Flash didn't do any of that. He just walked around, and then Superman just let go of everybody and then started trying to fight Flash. I thought that was just, oh man, that was just crazy, man. I don't even understand, man. You guys created the movie. You created BVS. So stick to it. And it was like, yo, I feel as though that they really just threw Justice League out just to get it out of the way. So that they could stop, recharge, reset, and go again. Which, okay, I get that, man. You do what you got to do. It's only been 40 plus years you guys have been making movies. Yeah, you still don't get it? That's cool. Go ahead, man. What you got?
Listen, I didn't have a lot of cons, man. I thought the movie was what exactly it was meant to be.
That's a big con.
It wasn't meant to be some thriller. It wasn't meant to be a huge thing. It was just meant to be a Justice League movie, like a regular episode from a cartoon. I don't know what this guy's deal is. I don't know why he's so upset. I mean, it was what it was. I mean,
Don't get me started on the after credits, bro. Don't get me started on the after credits, man. Yo, the after credits.
As I mentioned, cartoon.
Everybody knew that Deathstroke was going to be in the movie. The actor came out and said he's in the movie. We saw the test footage of the movie. So the ending didn't surprise nobody. And people were in the audience, and I kid you not, when that reveal was shown, people were just sitting there like, oh, Deathstroke. Okay. Nobody was interested.
First.
And then he had Lex on the boat as well. Why are they sticking with this Lex? I have no idea why they were sticking with that Lex. I was hoping that they would have did something a little different. But nope, they didn't. And then the race. Yo.
Yo,
Dude took the words
yo.
right out of my mouth. Go ahead, man. Nah, I got this. Listen. Amazing Spider-Man 2. Amazing Spider-Man 2. You are about to see Spider-Man versus the Rhino. Where's he at? Where's he at? Peter Parker. Right there, my man Peter Parker.
Oh man.
He was about to face off against Rhino. And as he's gearing up, and as he's winding up, they cut it off. Credits. Now, Superman and Flash are about to do the same thing. They're about to race. And that is a huge thing in the comic books. That was such a great comic. And that was a great scene from the cartoons. To see Flash and Superman race, I thought that was going to be awesome. And when I saw them about to line up and set up, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, man, I'm kind of mad they kind of put this at the end of the movie as an after credit because now I know what's about to happen. They're about to cut it off. And what do? They take off, and all you see is a CGI Flash and a smiling Superman. You showed me a Superman who didn't smile for 2 movies. And now I'm supposed to believe that he's starting to smile all of a sudden because y'all heard people say that? Come on, DC. It's so obvious. It's crazy how it's obvious what you guys are doing. You guys cut off that scene. It would have been cool if you continued the scene in the credits, showing them in different countries racing. That'd have been awesome. I'd have been like, all right, that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. No, they just showed the regular credits, and that's it. Man, guys, DC. I love DC, man, but man, this just wasn't great, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. They just dropped the ball in this one. They really dropped the ball. So, man,
They didn't drop the ball.
Really do.
They just gave a regular movie.
What else you guys have?
Regular movie. Nothing, man. Not a thing.
Got nothing.
Oh, just go. All right.
okay.
Speculations. What's up, man?
Already.
You guys gonna stick around?
Yeah, man, we here.
All right, cool. The specs. Not that specs. The specs. There we go.
Already.
Speculations. It's really hard to speculate what's gonna happen next in these movies. The next movie that comes out is gonna be Aquaman in December 2018. December 2018. So we're not gonna have a DC movie. I keep saying Marvel. We're not gonna have a DC movie for 13 months. However, we do have a couple of Marvel movies that are coming out. In fact, we have about 6 movies that are coming out from Marvel and Marvel Fox. So, call it what it is. I don't know. My speculations is that Darkseid is eventually gonna get here. They really didn't make any connection to Darkseid. They only mentioned his name maybe once or twice. They kept showing the beam coming down and sending him back up. Where was he going? They didn't explain where he went. They didn't explain whether he went back to Darkseid, if he went back to Apocalypse. They didn't explain any of that stuff. They just kept sucking him back up, sending him down. That was it. And at the end, when he was about to die, Steppenwolf, when he was about to die by the parademons,
Both alien.
something came down and shot him right back up. There was nothing. They could have at least shown the scene or a scene where
Makes sense.
he's on Apocalypse. The parademons are after him. Darkseid comes up. All you see is 2 beams. Even if they showed 2 beams destroying him,
I agree. That'd have been dope.
that would have been dope. That would have said to me that, all right, they're moving forward with Darkseid. They're not stopping. They didn't show anything. And I think they did that because they themselves know that they don't know whether or not they're going to be doing that in the future. So instead of putting themselves in a hole, that's what they decided to
They're
do.
already in a hole.
It is what it is. I really don't have much speculations for this movie. The movie didn't give me a lot of speculations to rock with. At least we saw Green Lantern and we saw the ring fly off. But what did that mean? This fight happened thousands of years ago, so that ring could have went on to someone else. It doesn't say that it went on to Hal Jordan or John Stewart or any of that. So what does that got to do with anything? Nothing. We saw Shazam, the original Shazam, which is pretty cool that they showed that. The scene did look like it looked like a scene from Inhumans, God Among Us, which is not bad. It's good. It's good to see these characters. But once again, DC has missed the mark by having these things as flashbacks.
none of these things are relevant right now. We don't know anything about any Justice League characters right now. As far as Green Lantern is concerned, we know nothing about him. We don't know whether he's here or not. Shazam, same thing. So, you know, I don't know. I guess they were just focusing on getting a Justice League movie out. But you know, that's my frustration with DC. Justice League should be an event. Everybody should be talking about it, not wondering whether or not to go see it. And judging by the box office, I'm not sure if you guys have been watching and following this, but so far Justice League is opening, and it looks like they're going to end this weekend 96 million for Justice League.
Crazy.
For Justice League, 96 million.
That's it? Ouch.
Feel bad.
Me too.
Feel bad for DC right now. Feel bad for DC fans. I mean, you got a movie that was really just a highlight reel.
Pretty much.
Taking parts of the comics and once again bringing it to live action. No coherent story. The story starts off with Batman fighting a parademon. Where did the parademon come from?
Who cares?
Why didn't they even try to show a parademon in the last few DC movies? The end of Wonder Woman, you just saw her jumping out of a window. Nothing.
No point.
There was no connection. Suicide Squad. What they could have done something and showed a parademon, how a parademon came to the Earth. They could have showed the mother box in the ground opening up, and then they could have showed they could have did something to allude to why this movie Justice League is here. They did nothing like that, and it sucks because you guys could have did so much better than what you did, but you didn't. So I don't really have any speculations. Do you guys have anything?
Not much, man.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So,
Guys, they cut me off.
rank.
Already.
The rank for this movie, unfortunately, is going to be a 5 out of 10 for me. The reason why I'm giving it such a low rank is not because of the quality of the movie or the storyline. The storyline didn't bother me. The setup for this movie did bother me. And maybe you could say that I'm spoiled by Marvel and how Marvel gave me the Avengers, how they built up to it and made it such a monumental movie. The plot, the storyline was super thin as well.
Ridiculous.
But it was a movie for the ages. And it shows by its critic rating and its box office. It shows. So when it comes to DC and Justice League, I'm expecting the exact same thing for Justice League. I didn't get that this time. And I felt bad. Could have been a lot better. So that's why I ranked it what I ranked it. What do you think?
Yo, man, I rank this a negative
There has to be a
32
number on the
out
chart.
of 10.
Yes. 1 to 10.
Strong 4. I give it a strong 4 out of 10. The movie could have been a lot better. I mean, I didn't like it, but I mean, there was some redeeming qualities about it. But for a Justice League film, I was expecting too much. My expectation was too high. My expectations were too high. Too high.
Wow.
Too high.
Good points. Oh, here it is. This was some of the reasons why I gave it a higher score, because it gave me a comic book. So the comic book is pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Nice drawn artwork. Clark Kent is in it, which makes no sense, but whatever. We'll rock with it. What about you?
I gave this movie a 6 out of 10. There were some things in the movie that wasn't, a lot of flaws, but overall a good time. Fun movie. Go see it. Real fun.
It's true, I didn't even think about that.
I get it. Yeah, I know you didn't. Bashing it. Crazy. But it was good. Fun. Popcorn movie. Go there, shut off your brain, and enjoy. That's it. Enjoy.
please. For me.
There you have it.
I like this guy.
That's our ranks. It's good that Justice League is finally out. Hopefully now DC can erase the drawing board, start from scratch. There's been rumors that Flashpoint is going to do just that. They're going to Days of Future Past it and just wipe off everything that was there before, bring something totally new. Who knows? There's also talks about a new Batman already. So,
Rumors.
who knows what to expect, but this is what we got. Once again, thank you guys for joining me today. I know it's kind of weird. I haven't seen you in a long time. I've never seen you before, but I'm glad you guys are here to hang out with me
Playing
tonight.
man. You know me.
So once again, everybody, that's what it is. We got to rate these comic book movies to the best of our abilities. We got to rate them just as we see them. Once again, right here, comic book. That's awesome. AMC really held us down. All good. So signing off. What's your name again?
Zam's Club.
You?
John Gates to see. You know what it is. You know what it be.
All right, peoples. Thanks for hanging with us. I know it looks weird, but just rock with it. Once again, like, share, subscribe. This is who we are. This is what we do. This was the last movie of the year. The last comic book movie of the year.
Crazy.
So, the fellas, we're all going to come together on the round table, and we're going to discuss what was our best comic book movie of 2017 and what was the worst comic book movie of 2017. Yikes. That's going to be a good one. So, once again, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for coming through.